Stephen Kaufer is TripAdvisor's co-founder and recently departed chief executive, but it's great, Steve, to have you with us, because if there's one person who, I mean, TripAdvisor is, if you like, the backbone for what is happening today, in a sense, in many ways, in the industry, because of your reviews and the way people use the site. So people want to travel, but what is it that what's the biggest problem they're facing, do you think?
Well, thank you, Richard, for those kind words. Yes, with over 1 billion reviews, TripAdvisor is still powering an incredible amount of travel that's going on. And the one thing that COVID really has taught so many people is how valuable that travel experience is. People were cooped up and now they're getting out. And it's really great to see we're seeing this as a big global recovery. And notwithstanding those airline delays, notwithstanding some of the higher prices, people want to get out and see the world.
So if we assume, for the purpose of this next question, that things sort themselves out, the industry gets itself back up to numbers, what do you see as the trend as we go into 23? All right, we've spent our bucket list, we've done all things that we said we'd want to do, we're now back to normal. Does business travel come back? It won't come back to where it was, but we've learned the value of seeing each other again.
Yes, I think we have. And I don't think everyone will have checked off all of their bucket list items by the time 2022 is over. So leisure travel will continue to grow. We're seeing great numbers in the second half of this year already. Business travel will return. That is my prediction. Not yet to the full degree in 2023, but as a pundit, as an industry observer, we do feel the need to make those business connections. May not be quite as frequent, and that's our prediction for 2023. Business travel will rebound, but not all the way back up. The airlines, they'll sort these things out. The cancellations will go down. The prices will come back to normal. The wait lines will return. It's painful to go through, but those, as you say, will be settled.
On this issue of sustainability, everybody talks about it, but when people actually have to do something about it, they're not quite as easy. I mean, it's the old thing, I think about in Europe. Well, don't go on an EasyJet flight to southern Spain or a Ryanair flight to eastern wherever. In the US, don't go to Florida for your spring break. Drive around the corner. People want, it's one of those things of NIMBY. Everybody else should do it, just not me yet.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways that individuals can act to help do better by way of the planet. Certainly, how many trips they take, how far they go, that is one component. Your own personal carbon footprint in terms of how much meat do you eat, as another simple example, all of that weighs into it. And I don't think the answer, I've never been a proponent of the answer to the climate change problems being stop all of X or Y or Z, but a balance amongst the many different things.
One thought is going to be, over the years of TripAdvisor, what's the one thing you've learned about what people seek when they travel? What is it they go for?
People love to have a trip that makes memories. They love to be able to come home and share their trip. And that's been throughout all the generations. But when you talk about some new trends, some new things that are more pronounced now than they were, say, 5 or 10 years ago, I would call out the bespoke experience when you are in the destination. So, of course, you have to fly to get there or drive. Of course, you want to stay in a great hotel because that's part of the experience. But would you also be interested in a cooking class held by or taught by chefs that are local in the region and know the flavor? Is it a private tour that really gives you the background to a museum or an archaeological site or a castle or any part? Or is that trip revolving around the experience of hiking up a mountain, of taking a trail that no one's ever gone on before? Those are all things that are different than, there's nothing wrong with the group tour of the Vatican with 50 other people as you go room to room, but what we see is people create more bespoke experience.
Quick question, which is your favorite airport? You can define that any way you wish, sir.
I am. I've probably been through. Perhaps I've been through Heathrow more than any other airport. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I have had the pleasure of being in Singapore's airport, which is really quite stunning. But been blessed by being able to be an international traveler there. That's gotten a sample of many.
Yeah.